The new generation of super wealthy people are YouTubers in their early 20s, claiming to be self-made millionaires and claiming that everything that they do is by their own hard work through their online ventures. How much of that is actually true? How do they even make their money? Actually, are they even scamming their followers out of money and just lying to you in your face? We don't know that. We have to look at her videos and see how it goes. Iman Gadzhi, born in 2000, raised in a low-income household. Single mother, divorced parents, worked his way up, and now he currently lives in Dubai, goes to the gym, cigars, escorts, cool. Of course, a lot of teenagers look up to him and want to be like him, and if you go through his videos, what can you actually learn to obtain his wealth and his knowledge at his age?
One might really shock you is stop watching the news. Next millionaire skill will save you a lot of money and also really increase the quality of your life along the way. And that's actually getting a really good taste. This habit that made me a multi-millionaire by the age of 21 is
You know, the worst part is that this isn't even in his free videos. If you buy the agency navigator where people are paying a lot of money for it, you will see this stuff. What is he actually doing to become so wealthy in addition to reading, getting his suits tailored, or not watching the news? They said birds of a feather flock together, so we have to see which people are around him and maybe we can learn something from them. So born in 1999, Sebastian Georgiou claims to grow up in a low family income, parents divorced, in Detroit's single mother household. I think I see a pattern over here. Drives supercars, has $8 million, and look, what a coincidence. Maybe they plan stuff together to make money online and scam their followers. Or maybe Sebastian can tell us what he does. I've watched a lot of videos of him and the podcast that he appears in. It seems that he made his goals. He planned on to become a neurosurgeon. He made a strategy for a well-paying job. He began saving money. He worked at Taco Bell, a car wash, and eventually became a sales rep. And then he come across a YouTuber called Graham Stephan. He looked at real estate, saw that there was more money to make in there, found drop shipping, didn't succeed the first time, and then got a successful product. Made an online course. I see another pattern over here. Got even richer and spent all the money that he had on cars and on his business, which made him even more wealthy. I have seen a lot of red flags in his video, but his story makes still more sense than Iman Gadzhi, who basically tells you to
stop watching the news.
However, if you go through that program, in which I have done, you will still not learn how they made their wealth. And that is actually what they do. They sell you the dream of how to become as wealthy as they are, and they are not even delivering practical knowledge in return. Okay, some of you will be saying that I'm on a hating spree, but I'm just interested in how these young people made their money. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna watch another person who is also in the young finance guru sector niche, I guess, and look at Jordan Welk. I've seen a lot in my feed, and he grew up in a single mother household, drives supercars, hangs out with Iman Gadzhi, made a lot of money. Okay, I'm getting a little bit tired, so how do these people even make their money?
My first stream of income and my primary focus is my Shopify brand. You can see that my Shopify store has done around $3,300 in sales and over 113.
His first business was a Shopify store. So okay, drop shipping, noted. Dropshipping can make you successful, I guess.
$1,700 in revenue, which is pretty much 100% profit.
Okay, YouTube videos, that makes sense. I mean, he made videos for a very long time, so it seems legit that he can make AdSense from there.
Total from affiliate marketing, I made around $75,000.
With the influence that he has, it makes totally sense that he is doing affiliate marketing and sponsorships. It just makes sense.
Basically, it's the all-in-one toolkit for anybody looking to start their own online store.
And yeah, software company, it also makes sense. Another scammer called Alex Becker is also making his money mostly from software, and also of course doing the crypto stuff and stuff. Whether or not you like these people or not, it seems that all of the guys that I just called up made themselves 1% better a day, and over the years they accumulated skills and brought them where they are now. And that's basically what the book Atomic Habits is saying. If you really look at yourself and be honest with how much time you spend and waste on social media, you are not building your own brand, and you are wasting your time, energy, money to build their brand because in this day and age, attention is also its asset. Okay, but Jordan Welke also makes more sense than this guy called Iman Gadzhi, but there are so many flags that I just cannot trust these internet gurus, and I even made a video on how to spot these fake gurus on the internet. Let's go back to Iman. I mean, the patterns and trends that I see in these young guys is that they have daddy issues, and some of them are not saying it out loud, but some of them were very privileged kids and who got a rich daddy, in no way started poor. And these are unfair advantages that these people have. And everyone was looking at them. They're always saying that this is the thing that you should do because this person is doing that. Just not realizing how much people are different and how much the mentality of some people and geographical location matters. Another pattern is that I see that these young guys at the age of 15 had too much time in their hand, but instead of wasting it on video games and other stuff, they just build their own brand on the internet, get better at it, and now they are at the goals that they set for themselves. And I think a lot of people can learn from that. However, let's never forgive and forget the sins of Iman Gadzhi. There are horror stories of people who took his advice and totally cut off with their family. And since there is no disclaimer that it's his fault that people drop out of school and don't succeed because they don't have a rich daddy and they don't have the unfair advantages that they have, a lot of people are buying his course with the last money that they have just to learn that they have to spend even more money. And
stop watching the news.
I actually believe the entire social media marketing agency is basically him telling a lie to his followers. Everyone with a business knows that within 10 years, you won't be able to buy a Rolex and move to Dubai with your agency just to work online. It's a dream that's sold to everyone, but the reality is just not that. So how is he actually making his money? If you think about it, his course is basically a summary of Millionaire Fastlane. Looking at his past, both his dads left him. He was a weirdo with 0 friends. It gave him an inferiority complex, so of course it made him also get a narcissistic personality disorder, which even comes back in his course. It is a good recipe for being a ruthless hustler. Even lying and cheating is allowed with this mentality just to get more money, because why not? Especially in a time where teenagers see internet heroes like Tai Lopez and Dan Lok succeeding with the nonsense that they are selling. Do you think a person like Iman Gadzhi will not manipulate you for his personal gain? Because that's his worldview. Get eaten or eat. He started making fitness videos, he started to see some income, looked at the CPM, started niching down on videos, and noticed that some of them were doing better than others. And when people were asking him how he was successful with the things that he did, he made a course about it, which was basically an extension of his YouTube videos. And maybe or maybe not, some of the advice that you can get for free, he just gives it to you in his models of mindset and then tells you to
stop watching the news.
Also, if you have been watching his videos for a long time and listening to his sob story, it's all about him being poor, totally ignoring the unfair advantages that he has, but of course he's not going to tell you that. Unconsciously, you will trust him because it's kind of like a Stockholm syndrome on the internet. And of course, he's very good at business because he has no ethics. So his sales pitch is basically a struggling guy in a single mother household with financial issues, and agency is the only hope for him to survive. And this is a dream that he is selling to all the young people on the planet, which basically fall for him. If you look at his last few videos, it's just getting worse and worse. His subscribers are growing because he is collabing with other scammers on the internet. You can see definitely that he's making most of his money through YouTube and selling courses. Even if I give him the benefit of doubt, starting a social media marketing agency might be a good business to begin with, but buying his course will just put you back in a financial situation. And also, I have been through his program and you're not getting any practical knowledge. I mean, there's Instagram marketing, there's Facebook marketing, there's TikTok marketing, there's YouTube marketing, there's all kinds of newsletters that you can do, there's Facebook ads. None of this are being told in the Navigator. But even if you want his videos, if you've been brainwashed by him, if you just want to see his course, I've heard that there are some Discord groups which are in some people's bios, and you can request some of the courses for free. But whatever you do, don't buy courses from make money online gurus, because that's the way they make money. And especially not if they will spend their money on cigars, on cars and escort, and will actually show off and even tell you in your face what they are doing, and just bragging to you that you are chipping into their lifestyle. Whether that program is called agency incubator, whether that program's called Digital Renaissance. And whatever story they tell you, there are no people in the shadows that are after them. They are deleting their own videos and making assault and lying to you as the ruthless hustlers that they are. You also see the same marketing tactics done by Andrew Tate about his Real World program, which is basically a rebranding of the Hustler University. And the only way to fight against them is to buy the program. Conclusion, Iman Gadzhi is nothing else than every other finance guru on the internet. He will make you as much money as he will make himself. And he is doing this on purpose. And exactly as he says, he doesn't care about other people's opinion, and he sees you as a lowlife who will spend money on some garbage anyway, so why not give it to him? That's a realization that you need to have, that these people rationalize their unethical behaviors because they think you're lower than them anyway. And if you're stupid enough to fall into their lives, then you might deserve it. The harsh truth, if I'm going to be very honest with myself, is that these people at 15, they saw opportunities on the internet which I did not see, and most of us were playing video games at that time or hanging out with friends with zero ambition. You can hate them for it. You can be very angry that you spend your time on these people, but the better thing you can do is take that anger into action and make goals for yourself, and use that anger as an energy to fuel yourself, whether or not these courses are providing value or not. The fact that these people have been doing this consistently is just a matter of fact that they are very good at what they are doing. Even though they are unethical, it makes them successful in the financial part of their life. So what can you learn from this? Nobody can tell you the path for success because success is not really defined. Is it financial success that you want? Is it relationships? Is it wealth? What is it? There are so many gray areas in life that there's no cookie cutter method to just go from one place to another. He has suicidal thoughts, which makes total sense after both his dads dropped him. So yeah, there's no reason to be envious about him. It did give him maturity very early in life. I don't even see people in the 40s being sometimes as mature as him. But also understand that what works for him will not work for you. And they might give you advice that you need to follow. And they also don't realize that it doesn't work for you because they don't really have much empathy at all. What you can learn from these people is that the internet has so much more potential than you ever have. Instead of wasting your time on videos that don't work for you, use it wisely, make a life for yourself. And sometimes you will see a result of selection and survivorship bias of people, which are just 0.1% of the people. And yes, they might tell you what you want to hear, but this is just the mirror in a fast lane. And they will sell you courses to become even richer than they are, but also they will not tell you, and sometimes they don't even realize the unfair advantages that they have. What I can teach you is to not lose the money that you will earn, because you might get a crypto pump in the future. You might get something else in the future that makes you very wealthy, but eventually you will lose them all because you will fall in the traps of some of these people online, the false prophets that will get you and get your money. A lot of people are contacting me and asking me what business they should do and what direction they should go in life, because almost nobody on the internet has positive interest in their life. So there are thousands of paths in life, and instead of focus on singular techniques like Amazon FBA, like dropshipping, copywriting, you guess it, I think the big concept should be that you can rather stay consistent, get 1% better a day, build atomic habits, see how it goes after a day, after a week, after a month, after a season, for looking for a different shiny object. In short, it doesn't really matter what you do in life, as long as you find something that comes easy to you and that you can do better than other people because of unfair advantages, and that you can stay consistent on it for the next 10 years. Personally, I get my advices from Gary Vaynerchuk, from Alex Hormozi, Andrew Tate, yes, even him, about business, about mindset, about taking action without putting them on a pedestal, because in the realm of health, wealth, relationships, and happiness, the only thing I care about their advice is about wealth, and that is the only thing I miss in my life. So the nuggets that I can get from them, I can apply often in my goals, and the nuggets that don't work for me, I just drop it. I think Bruce Lee called something. This video is made at the end of the year, so since the year is ending soon, I will be helping out some people with free consulting, because whether you're a young person in search of a life, or whether you're a business that cannot get something sold because you are in a market where a lot of people will avoid you. Personally, I don't believe in courses, but I do believe that if you get a third perspective, and in a free consult, you can see which courses you can actually take for your goals in your life, and eventually maybe a coaching call will be better for you. because you will have someone who can have your best interest in heart. Let's get on a call and maybe we can make your year even better than it was before.